My cousin wanted me to babysit her 17-year-old children so she could party. I swear, some people have no shame. My cousin Ashley, 38F, has always been the kind of person who never grew up. She had her kids young, and while she loves to pretend she's a responsible mother on social media, in reality, she spends more time planning nights out than actually being a parent. Now, don't get me wrong. I totally get that parents need breaks. But there's a difference between occasionally getting a sitter and constantly dumping your kids on others just so you can go party. Ashley? She does the latter. And recently, she reached a whole new level of ridiculousness. The babysitting request from hell. A couple of weeks ago, I got a call from Ashley. Now, I need to preface this by saying, she only calls when she needs a favor. So, when I saw her name pop up, I already knew what was coming. But what she asked for, even I wasn't prepared for it. Here's how the conversation went. Ashley, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Me, not much. Just working on some projects. Why? Ashley, OMG, perfect. So, I need you to babysit my kids on Saturday. Okay, at this point, I assumed she meant her youngest daughter, 6F, which would still be an issue because I wasn't available, but at least it made some sense. Then she hit me with this. Don't worry. You won't even have to deal with 6-year-old. It's just the twins. Wait, she wanted me to babysit her 17-year-old LDS? Excuse me, what? I genuinely thought I misheard her. Me? Wait, you want me to babysit your nearly grown children? Ashley, yeah, I just don't feel comfortable leaving them alone, you know? You're so responsible, and I know you'll make sure they don't get into trouble. At this point, I am sitting there, completely dumbfounded. These are high school seniors. They can drive. They have part-time jobs. They function as normal human beings. So why, exactly, did she need me to be there? Me, Ashley, they're 17. They don't need a babysitter. Ashley, ugh, I know that, but I don't want them alone all night. You know how teenagers are. They'll probably throw a party or something. So, she didn't trust her own kids. And instead of parenting them like a responsible adult, she decided to dump the problem on me. The guilt tripping begins. I told her I wasn't available, but of course, Ashley is the type of person who doesn't take no for an answer. She immediately switched to guilt trip mode. Ashley, come on, it's just one night. I never get to go out and have fun. Me, you literally go out all the time. Ashley, that's not true. I barely ever get time for myself. For context, this woman takes multiple girls' trips a year and regularly drops her kids off at their grandmother's house so she can have some me time. I held firm. I wasn't doing it. But then she let something slip. Ashley, look, all you have to do is just sit there and make sure they don't do anything stupid. You can even bring your laptop and work. Me, Ashley, if you don't trust them to be alone for a few hours, that's something you need to deal with. Not me. Ashley, sighs, okay, fine. It's because my husband doesn't know I'm going out. Oh, so that's what this was about. The real reason she wanted me there. Apparently, her husband was out of town for work, and he had specifically told her not to leave the kids alone overnight. Instead of listening to him like an actual responsible adult, she decided to sneak off to a party and try to use me as a cover. Me, so, let me get this straight. You want me to babysit your fully grown children because your husband would be pissed if he knew you left them alone? Ashley, well, when you say it like that, it sounds bad. Me, that's because it is bad, Ashley. At this point, I was done. I told her no for the final time. And then, she exploded. Ashley, you are so selfish. I always help you when you need something. Lie. She has never helped me once. Ashley, this is why no one in the family likes you. You never do anything for anyone. I literally laughed. Me, if you keep treating your nearly adult kids like babies, they're gonna move out and never speak to you again. And then I hung up. The aftermath. So, what ended up happening? Ashley, being the brilliant mastermind she is, decided to go to the party anyway. But instead of just trusting her 17-year-olds to be responsible, she told them to stay in their rooms all night and not make a mess. Well, they did exactly what she was afraid of. They invited their friends over. It wasn't a crazy party, but they definitely hung out, played loud music, and left a mess. And most importantly, her husband found out. Apparently, the twins had posted photos on Instagram, and one of his co-workers saw them. He called Ashley, furious. Now, she's grounded. Yes, a grown woman is grounded. Her husband cut off her credit card and told her she's not allowed to go out for the next month. And somehow, she still blames me. Because, according to her logic, if I had just done this one favor, none of this would have happened. Honestly, not my problem. Maybe instead of sneaking around and partying like a college student, she should try being a responsible parent. Update. My cousin who wanted me to babysit her 17-year-old's got what she deserved. Well, folks, I have an update. I didn't think this saga would continue, but Ashley never fails to surprise me with her entitlement. If you haven't read my original post, here's the quick recap. My cousin Ashley, 38F, tried to get me to babysit her 17-year-old twins so she could sneak off to a party behind her husband's back. I refused. She went out anyway and told her kids to stay in their rooms all night. They invited their friends over, made a mess, and posted about it online. Her husband found out, and now Ashley is grounded. Yes, a grown woman is grounded. Well, Ashley didn't take this well. Ashley tries to get revenge on me. So, after her husband cut off her credit card and banned her from going out, she decided that somehow, this was all my fault. A few days later, I got a nasty text from her. Ashley, I hope you're happy. Because of you, I'm stuck at home like a freaking prisoner. Me? Because of me? Ashley, you went to the party. You left your kids home alone. How is this my fault? Ashley, because if you had just babysat them like I asked, none of this would have happened. Yup. Apparently, the fact that her own kids didn't listen to her is my responsibility. At this point, I just ignored her. Not my problem. Her kids turn on her. The funniest part? Her own kids are mad at her now. After the whole incident, her husband sat the twins down and asked them what happened. They admitted that they only threw a small get-together and that their mom constantly treats them like little kids. So now, the twins are pissed because their dad is mad at them for something that could have been avoided if their mom had just trusted them. They're 17 and don't want to be treated like toddlers anymore. They think their mom is a hypocrite for sneaking around while trying to control them. Now, they refuse to listen to her. If Ashley says, stay in your room, they go out. If Ashley says, no more parties, they invite their friends over anyway. If Ashley says, do this for me, they say, do it yourself. She created the very problem she was trying to avoid. Ashley's husband makes a final decision. Ashley thought this would all blow over in a few days. Nope. Her husband is done. Apparently, this wasn't the first time she pulled something like this. He told her, I married an adult, not a teenager. If you want to party more than parent, we have a problem. So now, he's making her go to marriage counseling. And if she doesn't take it seriously, he's talking about divorce. Ashley's latest attempt to drag me into her drama. Now, you'd think at this point, Ashley would take some accountability, right? Huh. Instead, she's trying one last desperate move. Yesterday, I got a message from her. Ashley, hey, so I was thinking, since things are tense at home, maybe I could stay with you for a bit? I burst out laughing. She seriously thought I would let her crash at my place after all of this? I told her, Ashley, if your husband is finally holding you accountable for your actions, that's between you and him. I'm not getting involved. She then sent me 5 paragraphs of texts about how I'm so cold and how family is supposed to support each other. I left her on read. The final verdict. So now, Ashley is heavy checkmark grounded by her husband. Heavy checkmark losing control over her own kids. Heavy checkmark being forced into counseling. Heavy checkmark potentially facing divorce. Heavy checkmark blocked from my phone. Honestly, couldn't have happened to a better person. And if she keeps digging her own grave, well, I'll be here with the popcorn.